Okay, so here I am in the 365 Agents admin dashboard, and I'm going to create an agent. So here's the agents I've created previously, and here is Add Agent. Okay, so the next screen guides me as to what type of agent am I building. My three choices currently are a receptionist, an after-hours agent, or a website agent. So I'm going to go with receptionist agent. Okay, so what do I want my receptionist agent to do? I want the agent to answer calls, give caller information about 365 agents, book meetings, and send a summary of incoming call transcripts. Okay, so I've got answer calls, give the caller information about 365 agents. Potentially want to change that to answer calls, answer questions, and give call information about book meetings, and send a summary of incoming call transcripts. Right, here's my business, 365 agents, and then I'm going to connect it by pressing scan and continue. Okay, so then we've selected the agent, we've got the job that we want it to do, and now we're going to fill in the questions. So the date and time, who should receive the call transcript, both, and then how should industry-specific inquiries be handled? We want to escalate to that. Escalate, so that's transfer to a human, and then continue. Right, so the next step is how do I want my agent to sound? So we're giving my agent a voice. I've got two language choices, female, male, young, adult, senior. I'm going to go with adult, and I like natural. Okay, so the next part is the integrations, the tools that we want to connect the agent to. So if we think about what the agent was doing, they were going to give information about 365 agents, and they were going to book meetings if there was somebody calling that requested a meeting. So how are they going to do that? They're going to do that through Gmail. Oh, well, that's the email that I'm using. Okay, so we're going to attach that. Okay, so it's going to create. So it's attached to, see where it's 365 agents. That's my Gmail, and then I'm going to have it configure. Okay, so this little prompt here gives you an idea of what it could look like. So we want it to send a information email or book a meeting. And that will do for now. Okay, so we're going to send a confirmation email after a call, book the email, book a meeting if the caller requests. Okay, so then this is how the workflow essentially is going to look. So I can customize this, or I'm going to leave it to the agent. So the email body. So this is the tool, send a confirmation email. The description of what it's going to do is send a confirmation email after call and can book a meeting. So the email body, the agent is going to ask during the call, please send a follow-up email. Right, so who is it going to send that to? what's in it, the subject, and then we're going to create the tool after we check down here. Okay, create the tool. Okay, so let's take a look and see what we've got here. So then we've got in our agent that we created, we're connecting tools. Send a confirmation email. So now we probably want to check when the agent can book calendar. Now I have spelled that wrong, but I got it anyway. And it's connected automatically to my Gmail account. Okay, so looking at this was the calendar. We're configuring it with AI. Only book meetings when there is only book meetings when there is availability on the calendar during business hours of 9 p.m. to 5 p.m. And let's make sure my spelling's correct. And then we're going to configure. Okay, queries the calendar to determine availability. Perfect. So again, you can create your own prompts here, but I'm going to have the agent will do the prompt during the conversation. Ask when are you available? Ask when you are suggested. Perfect. Okay, and then we can scroll down here and see what other parameters. Time zone. That's important too. And my time zone. Right. Great tool. Okay, so then if we come back up here and take a look, and now I've got check calendar availability, send confirmation email. Okay, perfect. What else did we need? I think that'll work for now. Right, the next thing we're going to do is connect a phone number to our agent. So this is my available number that I've already bought. If I wanted to buy a number, I could drop down here and I could say I'm in the 425 code. I'm just going to attach my existing number. And then we're going to see exactly what she can do. So about the business, so it took that from the website. And then the responsibilities, answering some incoming calls, provide information. That's what we told it to do. Book meeting for customers, ensuring all details are collected. Send summaries, handle industry-specific inquiries. Okay, so then you can regenerate in here. And then I'm going to launch my agent. Now, that's her there. Now, you can come back to here because we were just looking in the knowledge base. So this is attached. And then you can upload and attach knowledge sources. So I already have some here. So I've added a product brief, 365 agents, and pricing information. And I'm going to attach them to my agent. So that's very straightforward. Then I can look at the integrations. There's the integrations that we had already, and I can keep adding more depending on whatever else I might want my agent to do. And then this is the overview of my agent. These are her hours that she's working. And then we want to configure the first message here. So we're going to go to settings, going to edit her receptionist. This is where we can edit any of the things that we are not happy with as they've come up. This is where we can determine how the agent sounds somewhat. So I've got her as being quite creative. I don't like a lot of repetition, so I'm going to put it to there. Encourage new ideas. Yeah, we'll see what she does. Okay, so here we have the language settings, the voice, her speed. They tend to be a little bit slow, so we'll speed that up a little bit. Hours of availability, professional. Okay, there's her goal. Now, in the call flow settings, I noticed that before, it said the first message was blank. So let's just say, hello, welcome to 365 Agents. How can I help you today? That can be her first line. Okay, then we can save those changes. And there she is here. Right, so that is our agent created. First thing I need to do is turn her on and then test her. And that will be the next video.